We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WarWolf Podcast. We have an interesting show for you tonight. So let's talk about capital gains taxes.
You mean the greatest fucking sin that's ever been levied on the fucking American people? Like at the end of the fucking day, like they hit us with the fucking 16th Amendment. The revocation of the state's powers to appoint their representation to the US government. They then institute the 17th Amendment, which gives us the income tax. And mind you, everybody wants to be like, oh, the Federal Reserve whenever they talk about 17th Amendment. No, the 17th Amendment doesn't fucking get the fucking Federal Reserve Act gives you the fucking Federal Reserve. Yes. The 17th Amendment was centered around fucking income tax.
Yes. The 16th Amendment
direct election of senators.
Yeah, 16th Amendment led to the 17th. Or
which,
by put another way, 1617.
Yeah. But the reason why this is fucking problematic is because 25, 30 years previous to that event, income tax had been declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court of the United States.
Correct.
So, of course, a bunch of fucking hinky bullshit later, we've got, income tax back. And also the states have been defanged on a governmental level. If anybody is wondering why the US government has so much fucking power that it shouldn't have, look at the 16th Amendment. Just saying.
Yep.
Because people are retarded and don't know who to vote for.
Unfortunately true.
Just saying.
Yeah. And if I'm remembering correctly, the 14th Amendment allows women to vote?
19th.
Oh, yeah,
19th. Okay. Well, all we have to do is repeal that one and then we can start fixing shit.
No. because okay, so and I guess, we'll get to capital gains tax here in a minute. The 16th Amendment led to the 17th Amendment. The 16th Amendment also then played into the 18th Amendment, which, anybody know what the 18th was?
Was that the one that banned alcohol?
Nope. Oh. So...
I'm ashamed to admit.
Wait. No, that's right. Holy shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. It was prohibition. The 18th Amendment was prohibition. Meaning the thing that women fucking tout as... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This makes it even funnier. Like, oh, God. Okay, maybe I am officially on the side of women shouldn't fucking vote. The 18th Amendment comes into play. Then women gain the right to vote.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a minute. Which then, everybody, if nobody knows, should be pretty fucking clear at this point in time because we literally have a term for, bootleggers.
Yep.
Prohibition leads to organized crime.
Yep.
So then the establishment of organized crime as an entity within the world. Then we have the 19th Amendment, which then dilutes the fucking voting of everybody. Like, again, it's everybody's like, oh, women aren't paid the same as men. It's like, motherfucker, you motherfuckers diluted our fucking ability to fucking make money anyways. What are you bitching about? I lost. You're getting paid, on average, and it's because women suck at fucking negotiating their salaries. Let's just fucking acknowledge the fucking truth. Y'all broads fucking suck at actually fucking basing adversaries, and by the way, your employer is an adversary within your fucking life.
Yeah.
You suck at facing your fucking adversaries, and so you don't negotiate on fucking favorable ground whatsoever, and so you end up getting screwed when it comes to raises and other shit like that. So yeah, technically speaking, you do make less money on average than a fucking man because you suck at this. You're not good at it. Get over it.
Yes.
But anyways, so my wages have been diluted by anywhere between 40 to 50% while you're, making 70% of what I'm making. So overall everybody's fucking losing a shit ton of fucking money because y'all fuckers entered the workforce the way you did. And then they, of course handed you voting rights, which again dilutes the fucking voting power and ability of everybody across the board. It's almost like universal suffrage is a problem, just not in the ways that anybody wants to talk about.
Yep.
And then you've got the people who believe, for whatever fucking reason, that money that you've already been taxed on should be taxed because you made money with it. Welcome to capital gains taxes, everybody.
Yep. Worst of all taxes. Well, arguably the second worst if you count the death tax, which is the final taking. But
we shouldn't allow families to retain the wealth that they've built up over multiple generations.
Yep.
That's unequitable.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, you sniveling fucking troglodyte. It's absurd to me at this point in time that these people even oh, we need to have property taxes in order to fund the schools and fund the police department, fund the fire department, and all these things. So you're allowed to hold a gun to my head and tell me that I'm not allowed to live here unless I pay your fucking taxes?
Yep.
Is that what this is?
Basically.
There's a reason why states like Texas and like Florida and whatnot that have some of the lowest fucking property taxes in the entire fucking country are steadily gaining a significant portion of the population.
Yep.
Because like my brother, I'll just use my brother for an example real quick. His mortgage payment has almost doubled because of his property taxes. It's on course to double within the year.
That is absurd.
Like, what do you want to do, people? Do you want to just continue handing? And I'm gonna point it out to the retards who again want to try to throw the argument of, oh, but my schools, my fire departments, my police, so on and so forth. There was an audit done here in the great state of Ohio. All 88 counties of Ohio were part of this audit, which showed a considerable amount of money being held by the counties in their accounts. By the way, they're not supposed to do that.
Yep.
It's actually technically illegal for them to do so.
So they're just sitting on the money that's supposed to go to things.
Because they allocate budgets and then they realize, oh shit, we have a fuck ton of extra money left over. Why aren't they issuing tax rebates? Yep. Oh, I know why. Because there's some dirty little fucking cunt who is fucking skimming off of the fucking money. Okay. There absolutely fucking is. But all the people who have been conveniently trained to hate the boomers and to hate everybody else by extension, nah, we have to have property taxes. The boomers have to pay their fair share. Even though the boomers are, you actually fucking look at it, like the boomers are fucking aged out of their fucking houses at this point in time. Mm-hmm. Like most, they literally the largest growing development of housing in the state of Ohio, for example, is senior living locations.
Sounds about right.
Because the people that live in those buildings and live in those developments can't afford to live in the places where they previously fucking lived anyways. And thus, they have to be able to try to sell their house, which they fucking can't because the valuation of their house is overblown to hell and back.
Yep.
So, a majority of the equity that they have built up over the course of their life, they have no access to. Talk about the greatest fucking pilfering of economic value possible. You know, my brother's house is worth, he bought it for like 140. It's now worth over 200,000.
Dang.
I straight up told him, like, you do realize that you're never going to be able to sell that house at that price, right? You're locked out of the equity. You got to figure out a way to access that equity and fucking use it now before. And of course, he didn't fucking listen to me because he's like, oh, I don't want to take out debt. Okay, that when your house bottoms out, because it eventually will, when the asset pool of the United States is tied, or if the U.S. Treasury is tied to the U.S. dollar, and all of a sudden you have a domestic dollar that surges like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, don't. Let me get into the fucking whole gold argument here in a minute. Those dirty little fucking cunts over there. When your fucking house bottoms out because all of a sudden it's not valuated the same in any metric whatsoever, it's only valued on the actual asset itself. And mind you, it's like a 60-year-old house on, a fucking 0.2 acre lot. It's all of a sudden he's back to square one at like 150K.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. You didn't access the fucking other 50K of equity that you fucking had available at the time, and now you'll never have access to it because now the hard asset valuation is in play.
Yep. It's
welcome to the real world, motherfucker.
Yep. And it's also ridiculously easy to access that equity too. It's literally just called a HELOC. Just get a HELOC.
Yeah, well, people are, unfortunately, people like him. Like, let me put it to this way. Me and him, we were talking earlier, and I had brought up the investment club that me and my dad are starting. Which, by the way, you want to hear the name of the LLC?
Sure.
Oh god.
This name is brilliant. So my original suggestion was Hauser. HWSR. Here we shall remain.
Okay.
Pretty fucking solid overall, especially because when I said it, the other two guys that are involved in the initial setup of this project, they both were like, "Oh, that's nice. I like that."
Mm-hmm.
My dad was the only one that was hesitant on it, and that's because he's like, I just don't get it. And then I actually explained the full quote to him, and he was like, "Oh." But the investment club, we came up with a new name, the final name for it, Kings Over. As in Kings Over Eights or Kings Over Jacks.
Okay.
And the reason why we named it as such is because in poker, when it comes to a full house, which there's a theme going on here, when it comes to a full house, there's nothing that beats Kings Over. Nothing. If you have Kings Over anything, the only way it beats it is if you have quads, or if you have well, actually, no. Even with quads, it doesn't. There's literally nothing that beats. It would have to be a royal flush. Now that I think about it, it'd have to be a flush or a royal flush. But yeah, there's literally it's a phenomenal fucking setup in my opinion. But I was talking to him about the investment club, and how, securities and hard assets are the name of the game. And I was breaking it down, 50% stock, 50% securities, 25% property and land, 15% gold, 10% silver. And as soon as I said gold, he immediately was like, "You don't need gold."
But
And I'm sitting there and I had to fight myself so fucking hard. So fucking hard, because eventually the gold and silver distribution will remain the same. The property distribution will remain somewhat similar. It'll probably go down a little bit. Eventually we will add crypto to the balance sheet, but we're waiting on that. But the fact that he literally, that was his ab reaction. You don't need gold. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, Tyler, you are so fucked in a real asset world. You are so royally fucking rolled. Like this boy, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna be you're gonna be in the same tax bracket for the rest of your life. Got it. Yep. Like, he's doing well for himself, but I'm just like, all right, bud. All right. Like, when I can take out a loan or capitalize a loan, from a bank or a credit union and whatnot, and I can do a bunch of shit, and then all of a sudden he's sitting there like, how'd you do that? It's like, I got collateral, motherfucker. Yep. And eventually T-bills will be added to that, but that will be, later down the line.
Yes. You can't go wrong with T-bills.
Absolutely not, especially if it's a fucking 10 or a 30-year. Mm-hmm. I'm primarily thinking about playing in the 30-year market. But no, it's, again, the whole different level of tax bullshit that everybody likes to play with. It's like, again, capital gains tax is like, I'm sorry, like if you support capital gains tax, you might be the most retarded motherfucker on the planet.
Yes.
But hey, unfortunately for us, not for them, because they're literally fucking just adversaries. It's all adversaries that are supporting capital gains tax.
Yeah.
It's all people who are desperate to maintain an edge against us, because as soon as we start, and that's the point, is that as soon as the small folk start becoming recapitalized again, all bets are fucking off. Anybody making 250,000 or more is sitting there shitting their fucking just absolute. Literally, it's just going to be like a perpetual line of shit from each of them, because then they're going to be like, wait a minute. Why can't I access any capital? Oh, it's because there's a bunch of other people accessing capital. And now, instead of being able to access 100,000 like you used to, you can only access 25,000 at a time. And then, everybody's going to be bitching and whining and crying that, oh, there's a capital crunch because there's too many people trying to access capital at once. And then it's going to be like, get fucked. Shoot that guy first. Hey, shoot that guy. Reason? Bitch.
Good reason.
And I'll make a Mech Warrior. Hey, Thundy. See that guy over there? Yeah, I don't want to fucking see him anymore. But no. Anybody sitting there being like, oh, capital gains tax is a good thing, you're literally an idiot. You're literally the biggest troglodyte of them all. You're right there in front with the fucking property tax guys.
Yeah.
And of course, then you have the we have to have inheritance taxes.
Oh God, yeah,
motherfucker!
Talk about a way to rip people off.
Yep.
It's like, oh, so I'm supposed to not leave anything for my children. This is why trusts are great.
Yes.
If you do not have if you have anything in your life, if you don't have a trust, you're literally the biggest fucking retard of them all.
Yes. Ideally, a Wyoming trust. If you know, you know.
Let me just say it like this: I will own nothing and be happy.
Yes. And just for the people that think that property taxes are good because the boomers own too much and the young people don't are getting screwed. Most young, just correct me if I'm wrong here, but most young people rent apartments, correct? They don't own houses.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now,
pretty much.
if you were to raise the property taxes on the landlords who rent the apartments, who's going to pay that? Is the landlord going to eat the cost, or are you going to eat the cost?
Wah wah wah.
Yep. It's like when a sales tax appears, does the store eat the cost, or do you eat the cost? They pass that on to you, motherfucker.
Well, so here's the thing about sales tax. I'll actually kind of come in here and point some stuff out when it comes to sales taxes. There are a lot of stores that do eat the costs on sales taxes.
Oh, interesting.
Because when it comes to certain products, like for example, liquor, they had to, because of liquor taxes, they had to institute minimum pricing.
Ah, yes. We have that here too, unfortunately.
The liquor taxes were being eaten so fucking hard by the companies selling the liquor that they had to institute minimum fucking pricing in order to make sure that the states were actually getting money from the taxes. Like, and when it comes to the whole shebang, everybody who advocates for more taxes, first off, fucking look at their fucking hard drive.
Yes.
Because I don't think you're gonna find any child related things, but you're definitely gonna find probably some animal husbandry shit.
Oh, Jesus.
And then on top of that, fucking go dig up their backyard because there's probably some dead hookers back there.
Bro.
Because I'm gonna say this right fucking now, the first ones to fucking start advocating for taxes are the first ones they don't want to fucking pay when they fucking go to a place.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're the first ones to bitch about the prices of things. They're the first ones to bitch about this, that, and the other. They are some of the biggest fucking Karens on the fucking planet. So you want to fucking talk about raising taxes, motherfucker? Well, okay, let's look into your fucking life, because I guarantee fucking to you, you are not the fucking saint you're trying to make yourself out to be.
Yep.
And if raising taxes on people is how you're gonna try to fucking decry your sainthood, oh brother, I'm just gonna let you know, we fought a fucking war over that shit. Probably not the best idea. Just saying. And to all the fuckheads, real quick, all the libertarians, because I need to fucking call you out before you fucking try to say some shit. Yes. The 16th Amendment gave them the ability to institute a bunch of fucking taxes that were woefully fucking unconstitutional as shit. But guess what, motherfuckers? Y'all niggas haven't done jack shit to fucking fix it. All you do is sit, bitch, whine, moan, and yap, and fucking piss and shit yourselves. Oh, wait, it's a bunch of fucking Republicans that are currently fucking fighting property taxes, capital gains taxes, and other such taxes in order to prevent you from fucking having to pay those.
Yeah. But
Congratulations.
But don't worry. I'm sure both parties are just the same, right? I mean, the party that is trying to cut your capital gains tax, definitely just the same as the one that wants to institute the wealth tax, right? Don't fucking
I just
pilling fucking
no, I want to just point this out. I just want to point this out real fucking hard. The people who are the oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use words tonight. The fucking fatty little cunts that want to institute wealth taxes. They're the same motherfuckers that want to be like, oh, but you don't care about people.
No, we're just not retarded. That's the difference.
Excuse me. I'm sorry I don't like you niggers. I'm sorry that I don't like you fucking troglodytes.
Correct.
And yes, I use troglodytes on purpose.
That's a good one. It's like wealth tax it. Well, things like capital gains and the death tax may be the most evil of the taxes. Wealth tax is definitely the stupidest of the taxes. It's like people who advocate for wealth taxes don't even know what happens when stocks get sold. It's like,
no, they do.
What do you mean? What do you mean the price went down when they were forced to sell 5% of their asset? What do you mean that tanked the market? You know, what do you mean selling stocks brings their price down?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they start panicking because Wall Street isn't paying their fair share because Wall Street got to write off a bunch of fucking losses.
Yep.
Like, I just want to point this out to people. Your metropolis isn't supposed to exist. Looking at you, New York. Looking at you, Chicago. Looking at you, LA. Looking at you, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
All you little cunts who bitch and moan and whine and piss and shit yourselves over fucking God and everything. Your cities aren't supposed to fucking exist. Because your cities are literally fucking insolvent. They are non-productive. They do not produce. They're a bunch of financialized fucking shitholes that rely on a fucking chattel slavery level of service industry in order to even show up on an economic map.
Mm-hmm.
The Permian Basin is where the money is. The Valley is where the money is. Upstate New York is where the money is. Illinois, unfortunately, you're just kind of out of luck because, well, all the money's in either Iowa, Ohio, or Michigan.
Yep.
So, your cities are just blights upon the fucking surface of this good, gloriously beautiful fucking green planet of ours. Our sparkling blue ball that we call home. And they should be fucking excised like the cancer they are.
Uh-oh, is Mike exclamating now?
Yes.
Mike is tired. Mike worked a really hard day today. Mike has done good fucking work this week, and now he gets to fucking rail about these fucking retards.
Yes. I mean, say what you will about cities, but you know there's a reason why every large metropolitan area only produces things like Zoran Mondamis. It's not a good thing. Every metro area has its own Mamdami, and that's
okay. Let me explain it. Let me explain it like this. Because there's going to be a bunch of people furiously typing away. You know, I'm like, oh, but I work for this company, blah, 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 blah. We're a multi-billion corporation. Yeah, that same corporation that if it didn't have access to the current financial system would fucking go under so hard it's unfucking real.
Yep.
You mean the same
You work for a multi-billion-dollar corporation that's like that has somehow never been profitable for its entire existence.
You mean you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation that literally the only thing it's good for is swimming in corporate debt,
Yep.
and not even good corporate debt. If it was corporate bonds, totally different fucking
I
story.
say most real estate companies that are bigger than 200 fucking units.
Yep.
You mean your company that is sitting trying to figure out how it can cut costs at every turn and has to fucking, get to the point of stocking single ply toilet paper in the fucking bathrooms in order to
cut
fucking
these costs, the costs don't get cut or added until you get through these 10 layers of fucking HR bureaucracy and middle management,
Yep.
which
Oh,
in
yeah.
and of itself is probably the most bloated expense of the company, which is the most ironic thing.
Well, and here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. You look at what happened over at Microsoft. Microsoft has been drowning for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. They have been their performance has been so abysmal for the past decade. They should rival Google, but they don't, because they got fat and happy on their government contract, their exclusive government contract, to provide computers and operating systems to the US government, and also data security and data management. What happened all of a sudden when Palantir started taking over a good chunk of that business? All of a sudden, fucking Microsoft started turning that ship hard.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Xbox game, Microsoft Gaming, all of a sudden got a massive fucking restructure. A shit ton of executives were fired. A shit ton of management was fucking let go and restructured. Oh, all of a sudden, a bunch of the highest paid fucking game developers in the fucking world were fucking told, get the fuck out.
Yep.
Get to stepping.
When just about every single I always want to call them game labs but they're not. So the different sub developers, when roughly 60% of all of the staff in every single one of them was cut. Yeah. It was anywhere between 30 and 60% of every single game developer in the industry that was owned by Microsoft was fired.
But at the end of the day, the point is that now, the changes are coming down the fucking pike. She's coming around the mountain when she comes. She's coming around the mountain when she comes. Well, that bitch coming around the fucking mountain, bitches.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I'm just looking forward to the day when Microsoft stops making a profit on Minecraft. Because that's where 80% of their money for their games side comes from.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and so you mentioned Palantir earlier and what they did to Microsoft. Did you hear what happened at Palantir? So earlier in the month, I think it might have been last week, I think it was sometime last week or maybe beginning of this week. They had their Q2 earnings call. Did you hear what happened at Palantir's Q2 earnings call?
No,
I was not aware.
Year over year, up 93%.
Good Lord.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder why that is. Because all of a sudden, Microsoft didn't have exclusive rights to managing the data of the US government.
Yep.
Oh wait. Palantir's product actually fucking kinda works. It's not some bogus bullshit. It's not some nefarious piece of shit that everybody wants to fucking play it up to be.
Yep.
It's just a fucking data management system.
Yep.
Wait, so it's like Windows XP or 95? It actually works?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to point this out real quick. The fact that he made that joke. is fucking hilarious because it's the fucking truth. At the end of the fucking day, one of the biggest fucking problems that the U.S. government has when it comes to efficiency, you know, we just had that situation before we were recording. Kind of relevant.
Yeah.
The speed in which information can be transmitted from different departments within the U.S. government is fucking abysmal.
Yes.
Well, that's because they're still using Windows 95.
And the problem is, actually, they're using a version.
Yeah, they're
that
using a custom version of NT.
Yeah,
is
it's a totally custom version. But the point is that at the end of the fucking day, Palantir coming in and networking things, securely networking things, to the extent that they are, is quickly speeding up the rate in which information can be, one, found, and two, delivered to each department.
Yes. Also,
To the point.
go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
While we're on the topic of Windows, so do you know why Windows 2000 makes a great prison guard?
No.
Because it always locks up.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that is true.
That was necessary, Dale. I honestly love you more for that.
Thank you.
Can we just acknowledge he's been on the fucking roll tonight so far?
Yes, he has.
But
All hail Dale.
Yeah, praise hail, praise Dale. But the fact of the matter is that at the end of the fucking day, unfortunately for the retards, because you know they continue talking their shit, but they're fucking just wrong across the fucking board. You don't get to fucking have your cake and eat it too, motherfuckers. You don't get to fucking spurg out about stupid bullshit and then be proven right, because guess what? We're proving you fucking wrong. So if you want to go ahead and go find a nice little hole to crawl into and fucking die, that'd be much appreciated.
Yep. And if you don't, we can always help you with that too.
Yes, Nebraska all expense paid trip. It's fucking great. You'll love it. The rock breaking classes are on Sundays, and the basket weaving classes, which by the way, the baskets are for carrying the rocks that you break. Those are on Wednesdays. So you know.
And those who might not like either, you can feel free to toil in the corn mines.
I love how you call it the corn mines. I love it. I love it. But no, like, at the end of the fucking day, it's like congratulations, motherfuckers. Like we're coming for your asses. Like every single fucking one of you. There's a reason why there's been a mass exodus of you faggots off to Southeast Asia. We know why. Because you know we're coming for you. There's a reason why you're all running and fleeing the ship like fucking faggots. Oh, I'm sorry, rats. Anyways.
Yes. No, just briefly on that. Speaking of something that happened actually last week, but I kind of forgot I wanted to mention on last week's show. Speaking of people fleeing, do you all hear how that fat retard Vosh has now fled the country?
Yep.
Bosch?
Yeah, he's that morbidly obese communist streamer. Fled the U.S. for Europe.
No, I had not heard.
Oh yes.
Music.
Interesting destination to flee to.
Where'd you say he fled to? I was kind of busy at the
The
moment.
Netherlands.
Oh God. He's not gonna.
Vey.
They're not gonna tolerate that crap. They're trying to.
November, golf, Mike, India.
So I just want to point something out real quick.
Yeah.
The reason why the Netherlands is funny in the case of Vosh, is what is the center of illegal money laundering in Europe?
Oh, good point.
Isn't that the UK?
No, that's where the money ends up, or one of the places the money ends up. But no, it's all the fucking banks in fucking the Netherlands, Belgium, and fucking and fucking shit. What's that little piece of shit? Luxembourg.
Oh yes.
It's all the fucking banks and
always-
the.
It's always the fucking Dutch.
Mhm.
And remember, this is why they busted up the Swiss banking cartels.
Yep.
But you have to remember, these are people that used tulip bulbs as a currency. So
That is true. Well, there are two things that I hate in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's culture, and the Dutch.
aren't those the same?
And if you got that
Well,
reference, then you're a real one.
Well,
Oh
and-
yeah, baby.
And here's the thing that's important about again Vosh fleeing off to the Netherlands is it's the one place, because at the end of the fucking day, like mainland Europe is safe right now. He can't be touched on the mainland. If he was in the UK, oh, he can get very, very well fondled.
Mhm.
If he was in Greece, he would get very well fondled. If he was in Italy, like we're talking mainland Northern Europe, by the way, Southern Europe, that's getting broken away from the fight. Like again, the French and the fucking Italians are getting ready to fight each other. It's fucking great.
Mhm.
Return to tradition. Return to tradition.
Yes.
But no, like at the end of the fucking day, again, they're fleeing because they know we're fucking coming after them. They know we're about to fucking get most of their asses. And so they need to get the fuck out of Dodge. That's why they want the illegals here, so that the illegals can provide a smokescreen or, well, human meat shield, but
Yes.
Lead poisoning doesn't
Yeah.
care.
And in the case of the Haitians, literally human meat shield.
Oh,
Um,
jeez. See, I don't understand why those incredible, great, kind, skilled people don't go back to Haiti and rebuild. Why?
Yeah.
Why
The
are they
doctors and
staying?
engineers, yeah. Why are they?
That's
why
right.
aren't they
Why are they
contributing that over
staying
there?
here and being so greedy?
Yep.
I don't understand that.
So I can actually, so I'll assess that real quick for you.
Jesus.
Because here's the thing. So does anybody remember how Haiti and the Dominican Republic, they weren't two countries. The island was fully one nation
Yep.
until the Haitians tried, genociding what we call the Dominicans.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And then the Dominicans basically pulled a reverse Uno card and fucking genocided the Haitians.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just a little heads up for anybody who doesn't know. You can fuck with Haitians pretty easily and just fucking bully them. Try bullying a fucking Dominican. They will fucking cut your ass. They're fucking crazy. I love them.
Yeah. And
But
for the record, for people out there, they're saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, you can't send them back to Haiti. It's hell there." I was reliably told by our betters in the Democrat media establishment that Haiti is great already. It's not a shithole country.
That's right.
Well, what are they? Some sort of evil racists now, calling Haiti a shithole country?
interesting. But no, the fact of the matter is that Haiti has always had a bit of a problem with not stealing other people's shit, similar to how the Somalis have this problem. And let's see. Haitians, Somalians, Tunisians, Tripolitanians,
Okay, I can
Algerians.
make this really easy for you. The bigger the forehead, more likely the problem.
No. I'm recounting. You know how many cultures love stealing shit. Malaysians, Indonesians. I'm starting to say, Canadians,
Right.
Brits, French. Yeah, not really the Germans. The Germans were actually pretty cool.
Indians.
Ironic how that works, by the way. You know, the colonies that Germany had actually functioned quite well until after World War I, and then all of a sudden those colonies went to shit after they were taken away from Germany.
How
Interesting.
strange.
How convenient. Yeah, interesting. It's almost like Germany is the superior country of Europe. I said what I said, bitches. What are you gonna do about it? Then of course we have the Netherlands, and then we have that real rife dickhead Belgium. Congo. I'm seeing a pattern here, by the way. What all these places have in common? They're either
You don't want me to answer that?
They're either imperial nations or former colonies of imperial nations.
That's true.
I'm just seeing a pattern here, you know. Salt to taste.
Yep.
It's almost like it all roots back to the imperial powers, but at the end of the day, their colonies are just as fucking bad as them.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's racist, or oh, you're anti-white. Fuck you. I do love how I get that from both sides, by the way. Like these motherfuckers try to spit roast me, and I'm just like, I will literally detonate a fucking nuclear device right fucking now, motherfuckers. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll take us all out.
Based.
How did we start talking about spit roasting?
Yeah, hey, remember when you got Nick Fuentes and Hassan Piker, you know, they're into some shit.
That's true.
Oh, good point.
Oh yeah, like the fucking I think it was AI, but the leaked Destiny and Nick Fuentes sex tape.
God. Don't remind me of that.
You're welcome.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you know, you're sitting there and you've got, you know, with Haiti and with Haitians in general, you have a culture of just abject theft and corruption. Same way you have with the Somalians. And so the fact that they're able to come here to the fattest and richest country in the fucking world, which, by the way, I'm just gonna point this out to people, like all these Eurofags that want to be like, oh, you know, Americans are all fat. Yeah, it's because we can afford to own a car full time and drive it literally every single fucking day. Half of y'all faggots are too fucking poor to own an AC.
True.
Like, what are you trying to say, that we got the lobster's too fucking buttery?
You're dead, but I'm busy. Oh, sorry, I was talking outside.
Like, I'm sorry, is the lobster too buttery for your fucking palate? Do you need the fucking unsalted, unbuttered fucking lobster to compensate for your fucking World War II fucking palate that you have, UK?
No, they don't need the unsalted lobster. They need some plain toast and some beans on the toast.
God.
Ironically, if you go and look at
answer,
British
you're dead.
cookbooks from that are prior or printed prior to World War II, especially printed prior to World War I, but even prior to World War II, the food was a hell of a lot better.
Oh, dude,
It had more seasoning,
no.
more spices, everything.
Hold on. I need to get the chick's name real quick. Hannah Glass, The Art of Cookery Made Plain and Easy. This cookbook was first published in 1747. It is the basis of British and American cuisine. For some reason, the American side of it has all the flavor. I wonder why.
Yep.
Because the Brits can't stop trying to kill themselves.
True. Actually,
Like-
I take back what I said about them needing the beans on toast. What they actually need, what they actually are, I should say, is meatballs and mashed potatoes. Now,
Are those meatballs fucking smothered in a savory gravy? Because at that point in time, I'm fucking down.
oh no,
Well, if they wanna do it right-
you know what the British word for meatballs and mashed potatoes is, don't you?
I know.
I thought that was I thought that was British meatballs.
Anyways, but the point is that, the Europeans can't stop committing ritualistic suicide every fucking 80 years or 30 years. And they do this fucking cycle where, there's a period where it's every 80 years and then there's another period where it's every 30 years. They can't stop the whole fucking ritualistic suicide bullshit
Yep.
long enough to actually realize, like, are we the baddies? It's like, yes, you fucking are, and we fucking all hate you. There's a reason why we dog you the way we do. There's a reason why we're all rooting for the Russians right now. Because at this point in time, they're the only Europeans that are worth saving. Well, okay, that's not true. Southern Europe is proving to be better. Thank God. But it's
What about
like...
Eastern Europe?
I mean,
Southeastern Europe.
No. Listen. Okay, listen. There's the whole fucking Soviet, Warsaw Pact bullshit that needs to still be worked out because the Germans haven't fucking gotten over their bullshit. They keep trying to kill politicians that come out of the Warsaw Pact region of Germany. Poland can't fucking get over their fucking child trauma, which, by the way, I'm just gonna say this right fucking now. Like, Poland, get over it. You're not reclaiming the fucking Commonwealth. Like, just get over it. Minsk is never going to come back. You don't get to have Smolensk. You don't get to have it. It's done. It's over. Like, just get over it. Fucking get to being productive and fucking stop fucking having these delusions of grandeur. Get over yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish the poll was here right now. It'd be kind of fun. And then of course you got the fucking Ukrainians, which literally the largest fucking population of terrorists outside of fucking the Middle East. Like, well, actually, no, never mind. The Indians are a much bigger population. Never mind. I digress.
The largest population of terrorists outside of the Middle East that know how to use toilets.
Yeah.
Good job, Dale. Good job. But no. The point is that at the end of the fucking day, you've got this whole fucking bullshit over in Eastern Europe that they need to fucking work through. Like, the Balkans are currently working through the bullshit because Croatia just fucking admitted earlier this year, like, we had a hand in the genocides. We were there.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, somebody's finally fucking, growing up. I am impressed. And then, of course, you've got the situation with fucking with Italy and France, where you literally have France trying to fucking enforce a 400-year-old fucking treaty. Like, how desperate of a situation do you have to be in that you have to go back into the archives, dig up this 400-year-old fucking piece of fucking parchment? And yes, I do believe the treaty was signed on parchment, by the way, just so everybody's aware. Find this fucking piece of parchment buried underneath all the fucking stacks of of fucking MK Ultra and fucking Gladio files that you got, and fucking try to enforce it in modern day court. Like how desperate do you have to be?
Very.
Like, that's ridiculous. And then furthermore, you have the fact that the Brits are now being told, hey, you don't get to fucking be a little leech and siphon cash from around the world to prop up your fucking economy anymore. You don't get to do your bullshit. Congratulations, get fucked, nerd. And you know, it's like, oh shit, you know, the world's healing, people, and yet everybody wants to be like, oh my god, World War III, yeah, you know, war's coming back to Europe, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the shit show. Are you new here?
Yep.
First time?
Yes, Europeans killing other Europeans. What's new? In other news, water is wet.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Don't push it, Dale.
Well, no. Here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. Is the people who are screaming the loudest across the board is literally the minority that actually still thinks that somehow they have a say. It's a very small minority, by the way. It's only like if we were to do worldwide population, it's only like 2% of the population.
Yeah.
That's it. Literally a per capita basis of these people equals the Jews. Like think about that. That's why they're so dead set on blaming the Jews for everything. Is because they need us to not focus on them as a minority. They need us to focus on another minority.
Yeah.
You know, the Jews make it really easy because they're kind of fucking weird.
Well, yeah, okay. When you're a hyper insular fucking religious community that fucking is almost borderline isolationist to the point where you literally have a thing where you have private schools, private government buildings, private this, private that, like everything's private. And the public can't, like, of course you're gonna fucking find them weird because it's kind of fucking weird at this point in time. But
right.
At the end of the fucking day, it's like, okay, you know, take your little curly ass over there and fucking, you know, do whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't give a shit. Fucking just stay out of the way. Fucking don't go that way. We're dropping mortars. And yes, that's the kind of direction you have to give to a fucking Jew. Like, hey, by the way, there's ordnance dropping that way. Don't go that way. Because that's how retarded they are.
Yes.
But you can't.
like seriously, I just want to point this out to everybody. And again, I've iterated this previously. I'm just going to reiterate it for the sake of you know, keeping everybody up to date. The Jewish community is fucking retarded. They cannot function on a normal basis, let alone in the case of Israel. Israel is a non-functional fucking state. There's a reason why I call it a proto-state. It literally cannot figure its own shit out because it's too busy arguing with itself.
Yes.
Like, they're literally, like, you have Ben-Gvir, the Minister of Defense, trying to put Benjamin Netanyahu in jail through a corruption trial that is looking more and more like it's just cooked up fucking bullshit where Netanyahu kind of, like, takes vacations when he shouldn't and shit like that. Like, that's literally what it looks like it's becoming. Like, that's how desperately bad Israel as a quote unquote nation is, let alone the Jewish community in general.
Yes.
Like, I'll give some personal anecdote from when I worked. So I don't give a shit at this point in time because, frankly speaking, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm never working for the company again, anyways. So there is a organization here in the state of Ohio called the ADAMS Board, the Alcohol, Drug, and Mental Health Services organization or agency, whatever the fuck it is. And ADAMS is a they do a bunch of different community-led initiative bullshit. Well, one of the times I'm at work and we have a meeting / symposium kind of shit going on. One of the speakers was a Jewish community leader, and he talked about all the different problems affecting the Jewish community in Cleveland. And like the drug abuse, the alcohol abuse, this, that, and the other, like the levels are fucking off the charts. They're insane. Like if we actually broke it down, like the drug use and the alcohol abuse in the Jewish community is on per capita is probably close, if not the same in Cleveland. Speaking of Cleveland specifically, is on par with the black community in Cleveland.
Really?
That's how bad it is.
I'm honestly kind of surprised at the mass drug abuse in the Jewish communities there.
Oh, dude, they fucking heroin. It's their favorite.
It would not surprise me in the least.
What are the Jews in Ohio now? Have they resorted to freebasing foreskins now?
No,
Yes.
literally the kids, because the kids grow up in this super isolated environment the way they do, they have no concept of the outside world. And so then they get exposed to the outside world and it fucking freaks them out. And then they get lost in the sauce trying to figure shit out, and then they fucking end up falling into drugs and alcohol hardcore. Like, it's fucking hilarious to me. Because it's like, holy shit, like, everybody dogs the fuck out of the Jews, and it's like, bro, you would not want to be a Jew to save your fucking goddamn life. Because it is bad.
And the kicker is, you got like one block area where everybody knows you. It only takes one of the kids or young adults to get hooked, and he brings it in and spreads it.
Okay, real quick. You're roboting hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
You're roboting hardcore,
sorry.
William.
Hang on.
In Discord.
Is this any better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, it only takes one of the kids in a Jewish community to get hooked on something, especially if it's a really insular one, and they bring it in, tell all their buddies, and it spreads like fucking AIDS.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. No, let me put it to you this way. I remember they had to open up a rehab facility, the Jewish community here in Cleveland. They had to open up a private rehab facility just for Jewish kids. Like, that's how bad it has gotten at this point in time. But at the end of the fucking day, it's like you guys, you're looking at the wrong group of fucking people. And mind you, the people who are shouting the loudest about the Jews are the people that don't want you looking at them. Don't look at me, look over there. Look at them. Do not look at me. That's their whole mentality.
All right, so another thing I wanted to bring up, since I think covered the capital gains stuff now. Did any of you pay attention to what just happened in Wisconsin?
No, I've been busy as fuck, so this is completely outside of my understanding at the moment.
All right, so the Wisconsin governor's primary just happened, and the person who was leading in all the polls, a woman named Francisca.
Oh
Hong.
yeah, what's her name?
Francisca Hong, some Asian girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was the most batshit crazy, like, leftist.
Isn't this the dumb bitch that the Hassan Piker was campaigning for?
Yes, this is the
Yeah,
one. This is the one who said she wanted to ban Thanksgiving.
No, God.
Yes, like she is that out there, wanted to ban Thanksgiving. I think she once also said something along the lines of, she was at eating at a restaurant or something. She didn't have napkins, so she just wiped her hands on an American flag.
Yes, she is the one. She's the one that is on video using an American flag as a napkin.
Yes, and
not a napkin that's got the flag printed on it. An actual flag on a pole.
Yes. So yeah, and she had been up in the polls by 60 to 30. It seemed a foregone conclusion that she was going to win. And then a couple days ago, the primary happened, and she lost by about 0.8 points. So 0.8 points to someone else. Interestingly enough, it looked almost exactly like what we saw in Michigan from a few weeks back with that with the jihadi.
El Sayed.
Yeah, El Sayed, with the one exception in that I think he won by like less than a point, and she lost by less than a point.
After everything was counted out, I think it was like a 5 or 7 point difference.
Oh, so the mail-in ballots did what they were supposed to do, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. But
Pretty
yes.
much. And in Michigan, a 5 to 7 point difference is basically a 20 point difference anywhere else. It's huge.
Good to know.
Every point in Michigan is usually like 3 to 4 points in a different state.
Good to know. Yeah, and once again, just like in Michigan, she won all the the white liberals in the big city, really only in Madison, and she won the jihadis, but basically lost everything else. Lost the blacks, lost the working class whites in like the WoW counties like Waukesha, Washington, and that other one that starts with O that I can't remember its name. She lost those. She lost basically everything except Madison, Green Bay, and ironically enough, Kenosha. And
Kenosha actually makes sense because they still remember all the shit that happened a couple years ago there.
So you think that they're afraid of it happening again, sort of thing?
They really don't want another citywide riot.
Fair enough.
So they're a little gun shy.
Makes sense. Yeah.
They're still rebuilding.
They are?
Kenosha? Yeah.
It's been almost like 6 years now, and they're still the damage from the BLM riots. They're still feeling it.
Like whole city blocks or almost whole city blocks were burnt down.
Fair enough.
Just to kind of lay it out, and I do apologize. I was in the process of reading something. Yeah, the whole situation with Kenosha and Minneapolis and so on and so forth. Yeah, there are huge sections of all these cities that had massive riots back in 2020 that literally across the board, because it's the same thing we see in Hawaii and in California with the wildfire shit. It's taking so long for the insurance claims to come through. All these people are like, oh, these businesses just have insurance. Yeah, and fucking 6 years later, we're still waiting on insurance claims for the people in these places.
Yep.
By the way, I'm just gonna point this out. Sometimes those insurance claims will get held up in court for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So you did in fact destroy people's lives. Congratulations. Oh, by the way, riots of 2020, over 57 people were killed by the rioters.
Yep.
Yeah, just that one.
Yeah.
I can only think of 2 that ever made it to the news.
Yep.
And one of them was because it was caught on live TV. Otherwise, it would not.
Ah, yes.
That was the retired retired cop.
Yeah, David Gorham.
Yeah, the only reason that showed up is because there was so much video coverage of it they couldn't bury it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then you also look at the situation in California. Just because Peter Santinello was out there, I believe it was last year, maybe the year before, and one of the families that he talked to, it was like a year or so after the fire, give or take, and they were still waiting on the insurance claim to get their house cleaned because their house survived because they happened to be the one family on the fucking block that actually had, trees in their fucking yard. Oh, and big trees, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know, You know how you prevent wildfires in your community?
Oh.
Grow a big ass tree in your fucking like 3 or 4 really big fucking trees, and make sure they're healthy.
That is
They
interesting.
act as moisture sinks, and they hold a lot of moisture. And what happens? The fire hits that, and all of a sudden cools down to the point where it starts extinguishing.
So the fires won't ignite the trees.
They will do it. It just takes a lot longer.
Takes a lot longer, and generally speaking, by the time it's gotten enough through the bark to be able to start igniting the tree, the fire slowed down in that immediate area enough that it's the bulk of the fire is already passed through, and thus the fire that is left at that property tends to burn itself out because it doesn't have enough fuel, because it can't. Because if it's a fucking, say it's a tree with a diameter of fucking 2 feet, 3 feet, it ain't gonna burn that bitch too quickly. And then you look at pictures of the area previous to the fire. By the way, there's not a lot of fucking trees, like at all. There's some places, but the majority of them are just hedges and shit like that. They don't hold moisture. So, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, between insurance claims not being put through yet in California, and then permits not being issued, they're filed but haven't been issued. 90% probably, maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but I definitely feel comfortable saying 80% of all the damage that happened over there hasn't been dealt with. Because the insurance companies haven't put out the money that they're contractually obligated to do, and the state the state and local government in California won't issue the permits to let them do it. To let the homeowners do it. And now, because people can't pay the taxes on that property, they're condemning them and confiscating the land.
Of course. Wait, you mean to tell me that the communists in California are confiscating people's land?
Oh, yeah.
Preposterous.
Isn't it, though?
But yeah, and one of the things people who always make that argument, they have insurance, they'll be fine. Those things those people either don't understand or more often than not maybe just pretend to not understand is that what insurance companies really don't like doing?
Paying.
Yes, paying out.
Feel like shit. It burns. A little warm. I forgot my damn phone in Janet's car. She's bringing it.
You okay?
Otherwise, I'd have done. Oh shit! I'm sorry, I wasn't muted.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, it's insurance companies do not like paying for their claims, and they will fight them tooth and nail in court.
So here's okay. So it's not that the insurance companies don't want to pay, because contractually they are contractually obligated to pay. The problem is because when you start getting into the weeds about the cleanup, because so what people don't seem to understand about this shit across the board, and why California is holding shit up as hard as they can. One, the sites have to be cleaned. You can't just show up and build on the site. There's toxins in the soil that have to be removed, and the soil has to be replaced. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that there's a lot of foundational work that needs to be done. Well, out in California, so in California, the typical family house doesn't have a basement. Typically. Not saying they don't exist, but typically they don't. It's similar to down in like Florida, for example, where the water level, because where the water table sits, having a basement's a bad idea. So they tend to be slab houses across the board. Slab foundation. And then on top of that, they have to redo the entire ground. They have to compact, they have to level, they have to come in and fucking dig the footing, and then they have to pour the footing, and then they have to do the actual foundation, and so on and so forth. There's a whole fucking level of shit here. When you start compounding those costs, people exceed their insurance policies very fucking quickly. And the problem is that people are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing instead of just taking the insurance payout and fucking moving, because fuck it at this point in time. You fucking lost it. You might as well just get the fuck out of Dodge. You literally, and I'm gonna say this right fucking now, and I'm gonna say it, and I people are gonna be like, oh, that's cold and you know, fucking bad or evil or whatever the fuck they want to say about this. If you're a person who has been given the golden opportunity of fucking moving out of California because your house got fucking torched, and you're able to claim, say, a $250,000 fucking insurance policy on your house, take the $250 and fucking run.
Yeah.
You are literally being given a $250,000 check to get the fuck out. Because here's the thing. Oh, insurance policies? They're non-taxable.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah. You don't have to pay taxes on that. Because it's a policy covering an asset that you lost.
Oh.
You had the asset, it's called indemnity, being made whole. Yeah, sure, your house might have been valued at $500,000, and your policy only pays out $250,000. But your $500,000 house was a fucking bad asset.
Yep.
The property taxes alone were killing you. Why the fuck are you trying to rebuild? Take the $250,000 and get the fuck out.
Yep.
Run your happy ass off to fucking Nevada or Arizona to Texas or whatever the fuck. The further the better.
Yep. Plenty of places you can still buy a house with a fair amount of land for $250,000. Plenty of places.
But unfortunately, because the average human is a sentimental piece of shit, which I understand, I am also a sentimental piece of shit. They don't want to do that.
Yep.
Well, I'm just going to say, yeah, you're going to get fucked. And to everybody who is like, oh, but insurance doesn't fucking matter at that point in time. It's going to take you years to get the payment. It's going to take you years to start rebuilding. You're going to rack up costs during that time period. And then when you get 3 or 4 years down the road, the government comes in and fucking says, oh, we're condemning your property. We're seizing it. Eminent domain.
Yep.
You owe us rears, we're taking yours, literally.
Unfortunately.
My general advice to my family members, if they have to file an insurance claim, if the insurance company offers them 80%, take it. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting for that other 20%, and you're going to spend 50% of the money fighting to get 20%.
Yep.
Depending on what the claim is for. But a general rule of thumb is if they offer you 80%, just take it and walk away. And the insurance companies know that. They've got that cooked right into their books.
Of course.
Well, and that's the thing, though, is that what people need to understand is across the board, one, places like California, Oregon, Washington, New York, so on and so forth, they fucking hate you. They don't like you. They think you're they literally think you're a parasite. So why give them your productivity? Like, why? Or because you feel, you're supposed to support, the current thing. If that's it, then fine, fuck it. Die a slow death. I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're a waste of good human flesh anyways. Too bad you weren't there when the fire came through.
Indeed. You could have fed many a Haitian.
Oh, jeez.
But no, it's literally a case of, like, at the end of the day, it's like, what do you want me to say? Like, you want me to be like, oh, it's okay, they're there. Like, no, fuck you. Like, I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna say this right now. The family I was just referencing from the Peter Santinella video, the fact their house didn't burn down, like, it's like hindsight being 2020 the way it is. Like, I'm sitting here now I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh shit, okay, so if I were those people, I'd be in this position, and then I would do this, and then I'd get the fuck out. Now, good thing is I live in Ohio. It's a lot different here. Unfortunately, we got our own problems. Don't get me wrong there, but our problems are a lot more fucking manageable than that bullshit over there.
Yeah.
Unless you live in East Palestine.
True.
Well, that's a different discussion altogether, and that's why Mike DeWine is one of the most hated fucking people. There's actually a discussion currently going on about basically getting rid of Pat DeWine because of how bad Mike DeWine has been. Like, there's like a pseudo movement, like, hey, can we find somebody to get onto the Supreme Court to replace Pat DeWine?
Oh, gee.
That's how much people don't like him, or don't like that family at this point.
Yeah. So what exactly did he do or not do during that whole disaster in East Palestine, Ohio? Did he just not do anything? Because I remember there was a lot of ire directed to, like, the federal authorities for not doing anything.
Okay, so in terms of so the ire towards the federal authorities was the fact that the feds, the EPA, and mind you, it wasn't the federal government's problem per se, it was the EPA's problem. The EPA fucked up. The EPA came in, oh, everything's good, and then fucking it turned out, actually, no, nothing's good. And the effects from this are going to be similar to the effects that have been happening in Fallujah, for example. Anybody who knows anything about depleted uranium understands what I'm referencing. But in the case of the state of Ohio, who ordered the burn?
Yeah, that was local. That was state. That wasn't federal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the kicker is, well, it's a nasty chain. The train company, I don't remember which, never got back to the fire departments and the response teams for what chemicals were in the train, and they were so the locals were worried that those tankers were going to start cooking off and blowing up because they knew what some of the chemicals were, but not all of them, and so they did a semi-controlled burn, which, if it was liquids that would have detonated at a certain pressure and temperature, would have been the right decision to make. The problem is they weren't those chemicals. So that shit all burnt, went into the air, went into the ground water, where if they hadn't burned it, it would have just sat in the tanks and they could have drained it off.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, that was, so it was like 15 kinds of fuck up. It would have been bad, but a hell of a lot better than it actually is if there was some communication. And then the drain company came in with their lawyers and really screwed people.
Okay, so William, I let William talk on that. He covered 90%. The other 10% I'll fill in real quick.
You have to be local.
So, yeah. The nuance of the situation that is often missed is where the order for the burn actually came from. Because, as William referenced, it was local, but it wasn't truly local. The order came out of Columbus. It came out of Mike DeWine's office.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because again, as stated by William, the Norfolk Southern did not get back to the crews on the ground quickly enough to identify the chemicals. Because unfortunately, the manifest had been either lost or damaged in some capacity, something to that degree. And because
it was actually an incomplete manifest. They got fined by.
Oh, lovely! That's awesome.
It was an incomplete manifest. They had chemicals on board that weren't declared properly.
Yeah, that's great. That's
why they didn't get back in time. They were trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Yeah, I didn't hear about that one. But the point is that at the end of the day, you know, the order came out of Mike DeWine's office because they were like, okay, just burn it. Because at the end of the day, you know, as William said, if those tanks started cooking off, just to give people perspective, you're talking about 1,000-pound bombs going off effectively.
More.
No, I'm giving people an idea to go look for a video.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, go look up a video of a 1,000-pound bomb fucking hitting a target. You know, that now think about that, you know, times 20, times 30. The entire region would have been devastated. Because you would have had most of East Palestine fucking wiped off the map. And the rail connection that runs through East Palestine would have been shut down for years. Now, in terms of the Ohio EPA, federal EPA, you know, all of that bullshit, the other nuance that I'd like to fill in is the fact that independent investigators have come in and investigated the environmental damage to the community as a whole. At this point in time, that entire region needs to be declared basically a new Chernobyl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because the toxic contamination to the local fauna and water supply is immense. They're still under a boil order, but it's like, no, don't even boil the water. Don't fucking drink the water.
Yeah, you can't boil chemicals away unless you distill it. And even then, depending on the weight of the chemicals, it doesn't work. You boil water to kill off bacteria, not to break chemicals down.
Right.
It's a placebo thing there.
Mm-hmm. So, how did burning these tankers, like, wouldn't that be the thing that would cause them to explode? Like, why wouldn't setting them on fire cause the very detonations that they were trying to prevent by setting them on fire?
It's a combination of how fire works in general. I mean, it's dependent on chemicals to some extent because you got some weird ones. Mm-hmm. But it's the case of temperature of the fire, of the air, the fuel. It's a case of the composition of the air and whatever the flammable material is, and then pressure. They were worried about temperature and pressure, which would then turn a sealed cylinder into a bomb. Well, into a boomy thing. The chemicals weren't going to do that. The chemicals that were there were flammable, but not in the way to make them go boom. So when they lit them up, when they did a controlled burn on them, they could light them on fire. They were flammable and they were highly toxic. But when they set them off, they also melted the tankers that they were in, which is how it ended up in the ground. Where if they hadn't, the fire would not have been hot enough to melt the tankers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, the simple fact is that, yeah, the East Palestine situation was mishandled very heavily. And unfortunately, that entire region of the state is going to be paying the price for years to come.
Yeah.
Mind you, the chem exposure alone is going to affect not just the generations that live there right now, but it's going to be affecting 3-4 generations deep.
Yep. Plus everything downstream.
Yeah.
Because the water table in that area is really freaking high. And there was exposed water there.
Well, and Will, you missed something.
Hit me.
The Ohio River Valley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. How did I forget that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, they found traces of the chems from that down in Marietta.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like that's like basically at this point in time, people are not eating fish from that river at this point. Like that's how bad it is.
Smart decision.
The tributaries people are still fishing and eating from, but like the main river itself, like most people are avoiding it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be swimming in that for at least 50 years.
Oh, dude, there was somebody who they caught a catfish and they tested it.
God,
because
catfish would be the worst because they're bottom feeders.
Yeah, they're filter feeders. Yeah, no, the catfish, it was so toxic. They were like, how the fuck is this thing alive? Which, you know, goes to show the persistence of a catfish. But they were like, yeah, no, like if you ate this, like it would make you horrendously sick.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing. And mind you, again, you know, people, you know, hoot and raving, you know, bitching and crying and pissing and shitting themselves. You know, this situation was caused by a severe lack of communication and organization on the part of multiple different groups, but predominantly from the fact that, you know, one, you had the Biden administration, and I say Biden administration, not Biden himself, the administration dicking around and doing the stupid bullshit that they were doing. You had the railroad workers union bullshit that was going on at the time period as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then you had the fact that the Ohio state government is just like, at the end of the day, they're like, again, DeWine, he's an inept fucking leader. Like, the guy doesn't get the fucking memo at all. Like, remember, this is the guy that, you know, tried to lock down the state until literally everybody fucking rebelled and basically said, no, fuck you. And then all of a sudden, you know, Amy Acton has to fucking resign from office. So, by the way, that dumb bitch is trying to run for governor. Like,
Oh.
By the way, I just want to point something out. I've talked with a couple people who have a little more insight into Acton's campaign than I do. DeWine is quietly backing Acton, apparently.
Of course.
Which is hilarious to me. Because I'm like, oh, you really, really think like you have a shot in hell of preserving your brother's chances of getting into office. Because we know what's going to happen is that eventually Pat DeWine's going to resign from the fucking Supreme Court, or he might choose to stay there. I don't know. But eventually he's going to resign from the Supreme Court and run for governor. And it's like, good luck, have fun, bitch. Like, we're not fucking electing another DeWine. The DeWine family's fucking, poison fruit at this point in time.
Yeah,
And
that family's almost as toxic as East Palestine.
Yeah. So, but again, what we know for sure at this point in time is that at this juncture, it's like, okay, here in Ohio at least, we can fight this bullshit, especially because now we're setting up for again, everybody's like, oh, Amy Acton's leading Ramaswamy, and I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, if Acton manages to win, like I'm voting this year. Poe unfortunately can't vote this year. But I'm voting fucking Ramaswamy. And if Acton manages to fucking win, I'm just gonna look at the map and be like, oh yeah, oh look, suspiciously a shit ton of votes came in, fucking 2 a.m. Then 3 days later.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like, interesting. But, at this point in time, it's like, no, like anything DeWine touches or Acton touches, because again, Acton resigned in disgrace because so many people basically told her to go fuck herself. It was unreal. And they were relying on private businesses enforcing their rules to begin with here in the state. And literally businesses, like I remember I worked a detail at Sam's Club.
Oh God.
Telling people to put on masks. And eventually I basically stopped doing it. And my boss called me later and he's like, they said you weren't doing your job. And I was like, Graham, what do you want me to do? Like, half the people that were coming in were refusing, period, in the story. Like, what do you want me to do? Do they want me to kill their bottom line by fucking tossing customers out? Like, what do you want me to do? And mind you, Graham then was like, was it really that many? And I'm like, bro, like we're talking more than half at this point in time. Like, and then me at Pepsi, like I remember them trying to force me to get the fucking vax because I was so just not fucking dealing with the whole mask bullshit. Like they were constantly fucking threatening to toss me off the post, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. You're not gonna have anybody here to fill the booth. I'm the only guy available. Go ahead. Toss me off. I don't care.
I'm guessing they never did.
Oh, eventually it just became, because it became a nothing burger in late 21, early 22. It became such a nothing burger at that point in time that everybody basically just disregarded it.
It only lasted in Michigan as long as it did because of our governor shutting everything down and using the cops to do it.
Of course.
I still, clear as day, remember being in a home goods store. I don't remember if it was a Lowe's or a Home. No, it was a Home Depot. Cops come pulling up and say, "Everybody out. We're shutting it down." The only way, nobody is in. The only way you can get stuff is if you order it online and it's put on the curb. And then after that is when she made it illegal to garden.
Huh. Illegal to garden.
Yes.
Like by yourself on your lawn.
On your own backyard. Yep.
Yep.
People were putting vegetable gardens in their backyards because, stupid reasons, but they were scared. Or they just couldn't go to the store. And yeah, she made it illegal to sell vegetable seeds. and plants, so people couldn't garden. And there was a couple people that actually got arrested for doing it.
Yep.
Now, mind you, this is while she was caught on in a recording going up north with her. Or no, she wasn't caught. Her husband was caught threatening the boat club that they're a part of up north, near the not in the UP, but near it. I don't remember exactly where. Saying, "Get our boat ready and put it in the water. We're on our way," type of thing. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my wife is?
Yeah, it wasn't that Mackinac.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah. And mind you, I don't give a shit about that, but by the way, like at all, because of course these idiots like they think they're better than everybody anyway. So it's like calling out hypocrisy is like literally the fucking like what do you expect from these people? What do you expect? Like you expect anything different? Like welcome to the real world, people. Like what? Like anybody like that's what I love about Timcast is that they focus so heavily on hypocrisy. It's like, God, you guys must live in a fucking you must live in like a Disney princess fucking scenario or something. I don't know.
Have you ever seen photo or video of the compound he built?
No.
He basically does. He built his own little what the hell did Michael Jackson call his place?
Neverland.
Oh, Neverland.
Yeah, Neverland. Yeah, he basically built his own skater's version of Neverland.
See, here's the fun part: is like my brother was like, because I was describing the manor concept to him, and he's like, "So you're building a compound?" And I'm like, "No, it's a fucking estate, motherfucker. Get it right. Call it a compound one more fucking time, and you're not invited." And what was funny, on a frank level for me, is at one earlier I mentioned he was like, "Oh, you don't need gold," and it's like, Tyler, how the fuck do you think people do what they do? Because they fucking have assets that they can fucking take debt out on.
Yep.
You live off debt. That's literally the number one way to fucking do shit. Like what are you doing? Like what are you thinking? Like are you just gonna maintain cash reserves your entire fucking life? Congratulations. When you die, the amount of taxes that are going to be paid by whoever you designate as beneficiary is going to be fucking insane.
Yep.
My family farms are being decimated constantly.
Yep. See, here's the fun part for me is the number of people who don't seem to understand, and I mean seriously do not seem to understand how trusts work is fucking laughable to me. Like we're setting up we're setting up King's Over as a way to basically say, okay, we're all piling our fucking securities and other shit into this company to make money. And then even if they fucking raise capital gains, doesn't fucking matter. We're not selling the securities unless we absolutely fucking have to.
Mm-hmm. And as long as you don't sell anything, there's no capital gains.
Yep.
Exactly. And then the dividends, because it's money that it's money that the company is making, not us. It's a flat 20%. Because we're being taxed as an S corp. So no matter how much it is, it's a flat 20. So none of us are going to be anywhere close to the fucking upper tax bracket. Because, oh, by the way, how do we do payments from the fucking S corp to us? It's in the form of loans.
Yep.
The S corp issues a loan to us, and then we have a 0.5 or 0.05% interest rate that we have to pay on.
Yeah, per decade.
Oh no, it's yearly because we have to structure it properly.
Yes, I'm exaggerating intentionally.
Oh, and wait, guess what? We get to fucking write the interest payment off on our taxes.
Nice.
If you do it right.
It's fucking like I'm sorry, like I'm sitting here and I'm laughing at my brother because it's like, I love you, dude, but I'm literally going to, like, once we get things going and the S Corp is making decent chunks of change to the point where I can supplement 50% of my yearly income with a loan from the fucking S Corp, I don't give a shit at that point. I'll just take out a fucking loan every fucking year, work half the fucking year, and not have to fucking worry about a thing. Or I can go ahead and work the full year and put even more money into the fucking S Corp and make even more money.
And as long as you put that new income into the S Corp properly, you're not paying taxes on that until you pull it out.
Oh well, yeah, but we're setting up a Roth IRA for like I've already talked to everybody. Our individual accounts we're going to be setting up as Roth IRAs.
Nice.
So remind me again. Roth IRA. I always get confused with the traditional IRA.
So the Roth IRA is so or not Roth. Sorry, just a standard IRA.
Yeah.
because and so a Roth is post-tax money.
Oh.
And then a regular IRA is pre-tax money. So any money we make, we can put into the IRA, and because the company manages the IRA, the company can put the money into the general fund or put it into other things, thus creating the conditions where we don't have to pay any fucking taxes on our fucking income whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
We literally have to make enough in order to file a tax return for like earned income credit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I see. I always get those confused because we have similar things to a Roth and a normal IRA in Canada. I always get confused when I'm trying to convert them to the American version, which is the pre-tax and which is the post-tax one. Yeah, so you use the traditional is the post-tax or the pre-tax one, right?
Well, and that's the thing though, is that like at the end of the day, the vast majority of the vast majority of people don't seem to understand, at least on a larger level, that you can in fact create the situation where you literally don't have to pay taxes on the majority of your fucking income. Like with my business stuff, it's like I can set up things to literally create little to no tax liability, to the point where it's like, oh, how much did you pay in taxes? 5%, I think, maybe. And then all of a sudden people are going to be like, oh my God, he's evading taxes. It's like, no, I'm just structuring.
Yes.
Structuring, motherfuckers.
It's not evasion, it's loopholes, motherfucker.
No, it's not even loopholes. It's literally how the tax code works.
Yeah, it's I forget how Trump said it years ago now, but when he was during the debate with Clinton, it's it was they asked him about the tax code and how it's abused and whatnot, and how the uber wealthy take advantage of it. And he said, "Yeah, I do it all the time. You want it different, then change it.
Yep.
I'm not a fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
remember.
there."
Yeah, I remember another great line from that was when they said, like, basically you don't pay any taxes, and he's like, of course that means I'm smart.
That's right.
Yes.
But no, that's the whole thing, is like these people who don't understand how shit actually fucking works. They don't understand how to actually create the conditions where they can thrive. But rather, they just kind of suffer. And it's like, why are you people like this? Like, why? Like, I understand there are people who believe, at least in some part, that they're doing better for the world. I guess, maybe. I don't know. But it's like, no, you're literally just being a fucking retard.
Yes.
Like, you're just being stupid.
Yes. Literally just being tax cattle.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a good example. I forget when it happened, but it was around a COVID-ish. Bill Gates said he was going to donate. It was some obscene percentage of his wealth to doing all sorts of philanthropic works. The way he was able to do something like that and then make a profit at the end of the year is he was living off. He was making so much interest off of the principal that was invested in all of his different investments in general, that he could give away insane amounts of money and still make a profit every year.
Yep.
So he wasn't giving away the earning money. He was giving away profits and still making a profit. And he's got more money now than when he did when he made that statement.
Well, let me give you an example real quick. So we have so in our operating agreement, or not operating agreement, but in our charter, we are nothing can happen for the first 3 years that the investment club is functioning. The starting mandatory pay-in, because we did set a mandatory, is $100 per month, $300 per quarter, $1,200 per year. Now, that number is going to increase steadily over the course of time. And then, we incentivize everybody. If you got extra money fucking sitting around and you don't need it immediately, get it the fuck in. Now, me, in the early portion, before I get my shit fully put together on my personal side of things, I'm just putting all of my money into the general fund. Because at the end of the day, what I care about is being able to have access to capital and be able to do things. Once I have everything set up and going, like, again, for example, I'm going to be paying, quote unquote, paying myself once I start hiring people. I'm going to be paying myself through my company, and my contribution, like basically I'm going to set it up where I max out at what's the max IRA contribution again?
I believe 9,000 a year.
7,500.
Oh, it's less than I thought.
7,000 for this year, 7,000 for individuals under the age of 50, and 8,000 for those age of 50 and older. So literally what I'll do is I'll do my max contributions with 100% match for my company. So I'll be 14,000 all total. And then at that point in time, I can then use that, as a way to mitigate income tax to begin with, because once I'm married, I can claim, when doing married and filing jointly, because, girlfriend doesn't have a job right now, so just file jointly. I can go up to what is it, 90,000, 92,000, something like that.
Sounds about right.
And then at that point in time, just give myself this, and then knock it down with the IRA contributions. That's $14,000 going into the fucking into the investment club via my IRA, and then the investment club can use my IRA to invest in shit.
Have your money make money.
Yep.
Boom. And then, by the way, even though it's an IRA, guess what?
What?
The dividends get paid into the IRA. So I don't pay taxes on those. And then the dividends grow the number of assets. And then the number of assets keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing.
Mm-hmm.
So, in effect, yeah, I'm locked out of that money initially. But then eventually, within my lifetime, income tax is going to get fucking struck down again. Well, then at that point in time, the IRA becomes pointless because there's no income tax. So that's a fat chunk of change just waiting for my ass.
Right.
But it's still doing something. And because we have control of it, like for example, it can be used to buy assets like gold, silver, fucking property, and other things like that. So at the end of the fucking day, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is just gonna fucking roll like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what makes me laugh so fucking hard about these people who can't fucking think this kind of shit through. It's like, I don't want to give my money to the people who don't know how to manage their fucking money properly. Like, fuck you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking on this topic, actually, hold on. Because there was something. Oh, it was gold related. Hold on. I need to go find it. Ah, yes. So, opinion article from Forbes. Don't know when the article itself was published. But this post initially came from last year, January 14th, 2025. So well over a year and a half ago now. And again, the headline of the opinion piece was "Measured in Gold: The Story of American Wages is an Ugly One." And to quote the article, the bottom line is that in terms of gold, wages have fallen by about 87%. To get a stronger sense of what that means, consider back in 1965, the minimum wage for 71 ounces, the minimum wage was 71 ounces of gold per year. In 2011, the senior engineer earned the equivalent of 63 ounces in gold. So measured in gold, we see the senior engineers now earn less than what unskilled laborers earned back in 1965. That's right. Today's highly skilled professional is making less in real comparative terms than yesterday's unskilled worker. Okay, so I shared a post, and I'll go ahead and just copy a link real quick. Post this for you so you have it. As my leg starts fucking cramping, I fucking hate this.
Drink more electrolytes.
Dude, I already have them.
I'm only semi-screwing with you.
Oh shit. All right, pause.
One of my favorite authors just updated.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. It's a Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader CYOA.
Nice.
Well, CYOA Chaos Gotcha Fusion.
I've never heard of a Warhammer 40k CYOA before. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, it's the CYOA premise where you create your own character. Or create your own, I'm drawing a blank what the A is.
Adventure. Let's create your own adventure.
Yeah, you create your base character and where you're starting at. And then it's the Chaos Gotcha, which is you can use the CYOA in any setting. And then the Chaos Gotcha is, it's an RNG. You got the gigantic list of different shit you can possibly roll.
Right.
And yeah, anyways, so yeah, he just put up a 20,000 word chapter. How many is he at now? What is he at now? 933,000 words, 63 thread marks, 63 chapters. And that's not counting the index, appendix, or extras.
No, it literally, like, my leg is, like, twisting up and shit like that.
Oh, yikes, yeah. Thigh or calf?
Oh, it's fucking thigh.
Oh, God, yeah, those are a lot harder to deal with than calf.
Yeah.
If it was calf, I was going to say go and get a washcloth hot, microwave a wet. Do you have, like, any frozen vegetables or something like that in your freezer? Yeah, I was going to suggest if he's got, like, any frozen veg or a bag of frozen something that's flexible, put it in a towel and then wrap that, like, fold it once in the towel and then wrap the towel around his thigh where it's cramping.
Oh, interesting. Does ice tend to help with cramps?
Ice will help with the pain, but it won't loosen the cramp a whole lot. It'll do some, but not a lot. Where if you do it with heat, it will loosen the cramp up, but it won't help with the pain.
Ah, I see.
Icy hot can help. That's like that's for aches and pains that are right under the skin, not deep cramps. If you have deep cramps, you can use like a heat pad. The heating blankets, things like that. Yeah, you can wrap one of those around wherever the cramp is happening, and then turn that on low, and that will help really loosen up the muscle.
Right.
And then after the muscle is loosened, then you put cold on it.
I see.
And you do that a couple times.
Right.
I've thrown out my back enough times where I've had to figure these different things out. I keep 2 bags of frozen peas in my freezer at all times, and one of the gel pads.
Mhm.
That way, whenever I start cramping up, I can put that on.
Right.
And I've got one of those pads that's like one of the heating element pads. It's like 1.5 feet wide by 2.5 feet tall.
Hmm.
That has little vibrating discs in it.
Interesting.
Not true massaging discs, but just ones that vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put that behind my back and lean against the couch. You know, lean back on the couch and have that running on low. But yeah, that's a sign that he might be dehydrated.
Yep, could be.
Overstressed the muscle while he was working, and or dehydration.
Yeah.
There's also mineral if you're lacking in certain minerals.
Yeah, like potassium deficiency.
Potassium, and then there's another one that's common. I'm drawing a blank on it.
Magnesium?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, or potentially calcium. Like I know it's either it's calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium are the main things that that focus on like muscle contractions and like
Calcium is for bones.
yeah.
Sodium is for nervous reaction communication.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have enough sodium in your body, the right kind of sodium,
Mm-hmm.
neurons in your brain and along your nervous system don't fire properly. They don't communicate as well.
Yeah.
And then potassium and magnesium is for muscle health.
Yeah. So calcium actually plays a very important role as well in neuromuscular because it's so calcium ion like there's this thing called a calcium channel in which calcium ions flow in to generate a charge and therefore yeah so calcium it's not just bones, it's also pretty important for muscle working as well.
Yep. Yeah, and then you got iron, which is for proper oxygenation of your blood.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Like I've learned recently, you don't want to be calcium deficient. That can't, or magnesium, or potassium, or sodium, because any one of those can, any one of those can cause you to go into serious arrhythmias that end up killing you. So it's best to maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's best to maintain a healthy supply of all those minerals.
Yep. That's actually one of the things I get tested I get a big blood work panel done every year.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check vitamins, minerals, kidney levels, liver, things like that.
Yeah, always a good idea. Blood work is important.
I've got a seriously fucked up body. So I have to keep on top of that shit. Plus with the medication I take, it's hard on my kidneys and liver. Yeah. That blood panel I do every year tests like 60 or 70 different things.
Mm-hmm.
And doctors look at it and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Is it expensive down there to get blood work every year, or is it relatively affordable? I know.
Go ahead.
I know it's like I don't know, few $100 at least up here to get it done, and so I'd assume in the U.S. it's more expensive.
It depends entirely on what you're getting tested, and another part is where you're getting it done. If you have insurance and you get it done in system, it knocks the price down dramatically.
Hmm.
If you can prove it is specifically for medical health
All right.
and not
Holy crap.
just information to use.
Hold on, I can't hear you guys right now. I do not have my headset on. Give me a second.
That's fine. And then if it is like a doctor prescribed thing and not you're just doing it yourself, depending on what kind of insurance you have, that can also knock a chunk off of it.
I see.
I literally went and jumped in the shower because of how bad
Yep.
it got.
Yeah,
Understandable.
that's right.
Oh, fuck. No. The problem is with how much stooping and whatnot I've been doing recently.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
My muscles are no. That's not the point. My muscles are finally getting a workout, and my flexibility is ass. So every time I fucking sit down for extended periods of time, especially after I've sweated like a motherfucker all fucking day, my body is so depleted that it just fucking SpongeBob with no water up in this bitch. I need it.
A good thing to do, and it might sound kind of strange if without thinking about it, is every hour or every 2 hours, get up out of, especially if you're sitting. If you're sitting a lot, you do it every hour and do 10 or 20 crunches. Or not crunches, I'm sorry, squats. Just do body squats. And if you do that, if you do it like every hour to every other hour, and you do 10 to 20 of them, you can rack up 100 of those in a day without even trying or noticing. And that just gets the blood flowing and keeps your muscles warm.
Well, it's just a case of sitting, fucking recording tonight. Like you guys notice how this always happens when we're recording. It's like fuck. It's always after work, and it's always sitting for a few hours, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like partway through the recording, just take 3 minutes just and do some body weight squats.
Well, I need to get more fucking Powerades because I've got one more, and that's it.
Oh, yes.
I will try and find that the original Gatorade recipe again, because you can make that at home for next to nothing price wise. So it's literally pennies.
Yeah, I know.
It's something less than $1 a gallon.
That's pretty nice.
And it is the original recipe that the football coach at University of Florida, or I think it was UF, came up with.
Oh, Gatorade was originally made by a football coach.
Yep. Back in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s.
It's older than I thought it was.
I want to say it was that time period. It might be more recent, but it was quite a while ago. And he sat down with a doctor and specifically designed an electrolyte vitamin drink for his players because he was having them crash out on the field.
Oh, yep. I just looked it up. It was indeed University of Florida.
Yep. And then he sold that recipe to, I forget what drink company originally bought it, and then that company was bought out.
Yeah. Now it's just owned by Pepsi.
Say that again?
Now it's just owned by PepsiCo.
Yeah, I thought it was Pepsi, but I couldn't remember if it was Pepsi or Cola or Coke. Couldn't remember which one.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was working outside and going to the outdoor ranges a lot, especially out in fields, I used to make that.
Hmm.
And I'd take I would make the concentrate version of it and then mix it in 2 1-gallon water jugs and just take those and drink them while I was out there.
Hmm. Did it taste any good? Like it?
Oh yeah, it's like a lemon lime drink.
Oh. So the original
It
one was flavored too.
Yes. He used actual citrus juice plus I want to say citric acid as well, which just comes in a white powder. You can buy it in bulk. And there was a couple minerals, some vitamin, and a few other things. And you just mix it in tap water.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. I forgot we were recording because, frankly speaking, my leg is just fucked right now. Like I'm not even focused enough to commentate at this point in time. Fucking
No.
hate this shit, dude.
No worries, it happens. Oh, fun fact: did you know that Gatorade is banned in Norway, Denmark, and the Netherlands?
The American version would not surprise me in the least.
Hmm. It's apparently it's available everywhere else except just not Norway, Denmark, the Netherlands. The Netherlands come up again. And Austria.
If I remember correctly, it's because they have domestic electrolyte drinks that they are being very protectionist towards.
Of course.
What?
And no one will drink their shitty fucking European electrolyte drink if they had the better American one.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going off of what I assume because, frankly speaking, that's very Eurofat of them.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so remember how you mentioned that it was bought by a company before it was bought by Pepsi? It was Quaker Oats that bought it originally.
Yes.
Ironic.
Oh my god, fucking Poe bombed me with fucking reels.
Instagram ones?
Yes.
Riley put out a new Marauder mod that works for vanilla and YAML.
What is YAML?
Yet another mech lab for Mech Warrior 5 mercenaries.
Is that a mod or is that a DLC?
Yet another mech lab is a half conversion mod.
Oh.
It takes the mech lab, the customization aspects from Mech Warrior Online, and imports it into Mech Warrior 5 mercenaries.
Hmm.
So you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Really, I just had a funny to tell you guys real quick. So I rage quit Terminator Dark Fate Defiant so fucking hard I just uninstalled the bitch yesterday. I'm re-downloading it now. Dude, I got so fucking pissed because it was the most retarded shit possible. And what I've noticed is that they rebalanced the game hard. I went back and was looking at the updates and the patches and whatnot, and basically they made the game 10 times fucking harder, even on easier settings. It's like fuck. So now I'm having to fucking actually fucking pay attention to shit, and I'm just like, god damn it. Anyways, oh lordy.
Okay, that worked.
Real quick. So just because we're talking about random shit, So you guys saw that fucking picture with Drake and Pikachu, right?
Yes.
I'm
No.
sitting here and I'm like, boys. Drake don't know about the shit with fucking Tectone at all. Somebody needs to fucking give him a heads up as quickly as fucking possible.
Yeah, I've learned. Don't fuck with Techie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no fucking. So if you're not aware, that bitch basically tried to fucking say that he raped her,
Hmm.
The fuck?
and then now she's fighting to keep her fucking medical records sealed
Hmm.
because
That thing. Yeah.
and I'm literally like I'm sitting here and I'm like either there's no fucking rape kit that was ever fucking done or the rape kit came back negative.
Hmm.
And it's literally going to be a case of like, oh, so you got disproven and you're just a bitch.
Sounds about right.
Oh no, she's part of that crowd. You know what crowd I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. People who make false rape allegations probably should be prosecuted.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Oh no, so that's the thing is that so it's not like criminal, it's civil.
Right.
Like she's trying to sue Tectile.
Oh.
And it's like oh yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, inside chat, I posted 2 different images from Mech Warrior 5. The first one is vanilla, no mods, and the second one is running yet another mech lab. Yeah, the customization level that you can do for each of the different battle mechs is massively different.
Yeah. Looks much more comprehensive.
Oh yeah, it's very granular.
Oh, 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 oh. Now that's a fucking mech. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Wait, where's the SRM?
SRM?
short range missiles.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Where?
side torsos on the shoulders.
There's hi, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. That is okay, hold up. I just want to give everybody okay, so please bear with me for a second. Let me collect myself for a second because holy Jesus Christ, this is whew. My body was not ready.
I
because this is a royal ass fucking in a mech shape.
Yeah.
So
inside chat, I just posted the Nexus link. That way you can get really good images of it.
Alright.
So we are talking 4 ER large lasers, meaning they have the range of a PPC, but they don't have the shortcomings of a PPC when it comes to, missing. 2 medium lasers.
Yep.
Very, very nice secondary weapon so that you don't have to waste big laser on small target.
Yep.
Then we have IC2 machine guns. There might be more. No, there's a Guardian ECM on there. No, wait, that's its own slot. Where the fuck is the other machine gun? Oh, it's in the center torso. Okay, so there are 3 machine guns.
In each of the 3 torso parts. Yep, 1 in each.
3 machine guns. Infantry go burn.
Yeah, infantry and building go bye-bye.
And then, hold on. For just the absolute mad lads that decide that everything in short range must fucking die, 4, not 2, not 1, but 4 SRM4s.
Yes.
That is an alpha strike of over, what is that? Fucking like 250 damage? 102. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but holy Jesus fucking ballsack.
Yeah, if you scroll through the photos in Nexus, where is it?
And by the way, we just need to acknowledge Guardian ECM. So you're never fucking hitting this thing. Anti-missile system, never fucking hitting this thing. And Beagle Active Probe.
Wait, that AMS. I missed that.
Yeah, it's got AMS and Guardian ECM. So you're literally not fucking hitting this thing, and it has a Beagle Active Probe. So hey, I can see you. You can't see me, bitch.
Oh yeah, it does. In the LT, nice.
That is fucking ridiculous. This is literally like what? Oh.
Yeah, if you go to the 11th photo in Nexus, it's got the full stat breakdown on it.
No. I need to see what this fucking thing just looks like. Oh dear fucking god, I just got hard.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, total
Zentradi Commander Pod go burr.
Yeah. Alpha damage on it is 128.
Who is she?
Her name is Marauder.
And
honestly speaking, it kind of fits.
Yeah. It doesn't say.
Hey, I remember when I had a boyfriend. Good times. Why do I always attract?
Okay. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, sorry. This is one of the conversations we have regularly when we're not in major group chat. When we're just yakking.
Understandable. So, what is that weapon that is attached to both the arms?
Oh, that's a plasma cannon.
No, they're lasers.
Oh, those are the lasers.
Those are lasers.
Lasers.
The two outside ones are large lasers on each arm, and the inner one are medium laser.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then, no, go ahead.
No, and the advantage of that configuration is because the arm pods are armored, so it's less likely to get hit when it's on the inside of the arm.
I see.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way in the game, but
yes,
in theory that is what it is. You know, not in practice, but in lore, that's how it would work.
Yeah, and then mind you, I need to point this out. By the way, I would totally swap those SRMs for fucking LRMs just to be a fucking dick.
I would keep some of them.
No, because I fucking hate you and I want you to die.
Yeah, but with the large lasers, as you're working through with the different range brackets, you can be hitting them with missiles at the same time at range.
True.
I switch 2 of those SRMs out for 5 tube LRMs.
But no,
so you'd have
the hilarious nature from a lore perspective of those machine guns. One of the deficiencies of the Marauder is its lack of close range firepower.
Yeah.
The fact that it has those machine guns on it literally means that this is literally the perfect Marauder. Whoever fucking built this thing, that there's no Helm memory core here. This is literally Star League fucking level shit.
Yes, actually,
fucking Blackwatch bitches.
In the lore, well, not Blackwatch, but Royal Battalion. In the lore on page 8, Yeah, it's actual Star League before they fell. It's not rebuilt Helm 3030s. And if you have one mod to fix one of the issues in the game that the devs don't want to do, it has base 2 cooling. It's got engine equipped double heat sinks.
Yeah, speaking of fucking devs, fucking Jesus criminy. Can we talk about fucking Bethesda for a second?
Sure.
Just because we've gotten onto video games. So fucking Bethesda is sitting here fucking talking their shit, right?
Mhm.
And these motherfuckers basically got told, hey, pipe the fuck down before you lose Fallout completely.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking begin to fathom what happened with Todd when he basically got told either shut up or we will take Fallout from you completely. I can only imagine that he fucking went into the third plane of fucking of existence because all of a sudden his entire corporeal form just fucking vanished. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, there's one other thing about this. It's free. All you have to do is travel north of Terra, outside of the inner sphere where the clan invasions happen. And you can do it in 3015 if you're willing to spend the money to travel that far. So it would cost a couple million to get all the way up there and then back if you do it right at the start, but you could do it. I absolutely love some of Riley's mods. He makes some of the best mech packs out, and they're all individual, so you can pick and choose which ones you want. Yeah, it's above Rosselhag. Yeah, sorry guys, we really squirreled on this.
Happens often.
Oh, funny you say. Oh, funny you say that because the whole time you guys were talking, I was busy fighting World War I as Japan, and guess what?
What?
The Japanese managed. Yeah, the Japanese managed to save the Russian Tsar.
Based.
Yep.
In a world that is good and loved and God doesn't have his sense of humor, that is what would have happened. No, I'm sorry. That's golden. The fucking Japanese saved the Tsar. That's fucking phenomenal.
Mhm.
He's also posted it on Steam as well.
Nice. No, actually, fucking
available August 14th, 3020. Okay, I'm going to back out of the game and go download that right now. No, I love Marauders. They're my favorites.
They are my second favorite, but you already know my favorite.
I'm drawing a blank, honestly.
Thundy.
Oh, yeah.
Thundy.
I'm pretty sure he has a Thunderbolt. He's got a T-Bolt mod as well.
Bro. Okay, so here's the fucking great part is when you build a Thunderbolt in fucking MWO, and everybody is like, oh, it's got a large laser, and then all of a sudden it's a fucking large pulse laser, and everybody is like, what the fuck? He can hit me. Shit. No, so when it comes to light light mechs, small targets, generally speaking, large pulse lasers are absolutely fucking devastating to them because they don't have the fucking armor to survive taking one hit from a large pulse laser, let alone the 3 or 4 hits. I forget how many times it pulses. In succession. Like literally you can, like with a locust, for example, you can knock a leg off instantaneously basically with it. With a commando, you can headshot it easily. Basically any light mech, fucking you start hitting it with a large pulse laser, and they're not expecting it because, you know, oh, Thunderbolt, it has a large laser stock, you know, and people for some reason think, I don't know why, but think that nobody ever swaps shit out. Don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. My favorite other thing to do with the Thunderbolt is to also swap the LRM 20 that comes in stock with an LRM, or LRM 15. My bad, not 20. The LRM 15 for an LRM 10. So I launch less missiles over at once, but I have more ammo over time. And so I can just sit there and keep poking and keep poking and keep poking, and then they get really mad because they're like, he should have ran out of ammo by now. It's like, haha. And then just to add insult to injury, I throw fucking, you know, instead of standard medium lasers, I throw 3 ER medium lasers. And oh, wait, what's that? My medium lasers and my large pulse laser almost share a range bracket? And then machine guns for advanced close quarters fisticuffs.
I personally, if the free tonnage is available, I would switch those out to light rifles, or possibly remove. With the newest DLC, Chaos Reigns, there's LACs, light autocannons, and there's a LAC 2. That might work. I don't remember the tonnage on those.
No, the problem is that MWO didn't. I don't know if they added them eventually, but MWO when I was playing it didn't have light rifles. It didn't have any of the rifles. It didn't have plasma cannons. Didn't have any of that shit.
I've got no idea if I've actually never played MWO, so I couldn't tell.
My other favorite thing to do with in MWO is taking Warhammers, swapping out the PPCs for fucking large lasers, and then swapping the SRM for a fucking LRM, and then fucking laughing as people are like, wait a minute. There's not big chunks of lightning flying at me. Why is there no big chunks of light? Oh dear God, light show. And wait, why is his missiles arcing into the air? They should be coming straight at me. Wait a minute.
Okay, so there is 2, 3. He now has 4. He's got 3, 4, 4. Hang on, let me double check something. Oh, that's right. Okay, he has got 1, 2, 3. 3 Marauder variants and 3 Marauder 2 variants. He's got a Corsair. He's got 2 Timberwolves. He does have a Thunderbolt, a King Crab, and a Mauler that are all vanilla compatible.
Oh dear. Oh, okay. Something just came across my feed real quick. This topic. We're going back to a serious topic for a few minutes. So Chinese 10 years. Yep. Okay. So Chinese 10-year is currently quoting at 168. So that's 168 basis points for anybody who is curious, or 1.68%. So Okay, here we go. So, post on Twitter that I just saw is actually completely misleading. Fucking Trading Economics giving us a great fucking great summary here. China's 10-year government bond yield dropped to around 1.68% on Friday, hitting its lowest level since mid-July 2025 as a fresh liquidity injection by the People's Bank of China boosted demand for government debt. The central bank conducted 349 billion yuan, or 51.7 billion, of overnight reverse repos, marking its first mid-month operation of this kind and highlighting the PBOC's effort to fine-tune liquidity conditions and ease tax-related funding pressures, while reassuring investors that ample liquidity will be maintained through the mid-month period. Additional support also came from the PBOC's recent pledge to deploy policy measures in a timely manner, strengthening counter-cyclical adjustments and bolster domestic demand and innovation. Still, the lack of details on any significant monetary easing measures reinforce the market expectations that broad-based stimulus remains unlikely in the near term. So, literally, PBOC conducted a fucking reverse repo, and that's it. Oh no. But the claim from the Twitter post in question is that bond yields going lower means bond prices are rising, which means liquidity is exiting other bond markets like the US and Japan and moving into China. Lie. Fact check, false.
Yep.
I fucking hate these people.
Oh, so in other news that seems kind of funny. So you know how that scammer Dan Blazarian has been running against Randy Fine in Florida for his house seat.
I'm not familiar, but I've heard of.
Well, long story short, guy made his money basically scamming people, similar to how Andrew Tate does it, but before.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Anyways, he has just been referred to the FBI for suspected foreign election interference. So that's pretty fun. Yes. Yeah, the guy who made his entire campaign about how Randy Fine is an agent of Israel has been referred to the FBI for being an agent of Armenia.
Oh no.
Armenia?
Anyways.
Armenia? Really?
Yes.
Oh, Armenia? Oh, ha 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 ha. It's so he's a Eurofag. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I love it. I love it so much.
Yep. They're always projecting.
Always. Are you guys happy and not going to try to? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. So I'm playing. I loaded up Valheim again real quick. I captured 2 pigs, and one of them's a 1-star. One of them's a 1-star.
Is
I was like, yeah. So you have 0-star, which is base level, 1-star, and then 2-star. A 1-star and a 0-star have like a 5% chance of producing another 1-star. And so if I can get another 1-star, I can kill the 0-star and then have the 1-stars procreate, and then I just get 1-stars, and then I have like a 1 or 2% chance to get a 2-star out of it.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of pigs, come here, pig. I need to stab you with my spear.
Speaking of pigs, we just got finished talking about Randy Fine.
Literally. No, here's the thing is that the reason the Randy Fine, I bet you dollars to fucking donuts, comes out later and in like 10 years that like motherfuckers owned by our wing of the fucking party because he did some fucking hinky ass fucking financial bullshit.
Probably.
Oh, they're all pedophiles. It's like no, they're just laundering money.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They're just laundering money.
Yep.
But no, we can't talk about that. That will be too easy.
Yep. Anyways, people, as we are just coming up at the 3-hour mark, I think it would be a good time as any to end the show here.
Yeah. I think we're done bullshitting at this point.
Yeah, as we have now switched to like our third different video game conversation, I think we have
Yeah.
I think our topics for today are exhausted. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see you all next week.
So,
Adios, amigos.
See you laters.